All right, I'm finally making a video. I've made videos, but then never posted them. Hopefully I post this one. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done a video. I had dropped my computer, and it doesn't, the audio doesn't work anymore. But I think it's still recording my voice, but I just can't hear it to like replay it. So I have to go get headphones, but at least that works. So, been maintaining. Haven't really gotten to that weight loss goal of getting into the 140s, which kind of stinks, but I kind of use all my energy to kind of just stay in the 150s. And luckily I've stayed there. But it's too stressful to really be like on a diet and really get to that goal of being in the 140s. But I'm happy where I am. If somehow I get into it and I want to do it, I'll do it. But since my last video, I've just been like stuck at 155. Let's be happy with that. My hair is finally kind of getting thicker now. I don't know if you can kind of tell. It's like really getting thicker. 2 years out, finally my hair, I feel like it's better. But so today's video is about dehydration, and I've talked about dehydration a lot. But I'm looking at my mother and my grandmother, people who do not drink enough fluid, and I'm seeing all of like the things she's always complaining about, like just aches and issues with her body that she's like, something's wrong with me, da da da. And then as I really kind of researched dehydration, like over like long-term dehydration and all the things she's complaining about, it's all connected. And now I feel like I'm starting to kind of go through that kind of crap too. Because sometimes I'll be on a kick and I'll drink my water, not nearly enough as I'm supposed to, but then most days I'm just drinking 4 cups of water, and that's not good. And it's starting to catch up with me. And so usually I have these flavored waters I keep in my pantry, and I always keep myself really stocked in them. And in the beginning of the summer, I was always drinking them all the time, and I wasn't having any problems. And then I stopped buying them, and then I stopped drinking, water, and then I started to feel kind of like just little things here. Like I didn't feel that horrible, but like as I started to kind of list them, and then I started to research, it was like, oh, it's all connecting. I've been craving sweets. That's one of them. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good one. This one. Before surgery and my whole life, I never liked to drink water because water would always make me nauseous, and that's like another symptom of being dehydrated. I think your body, like the cells in your body, they get all like shriveled up like raisins, and then like I don't know, it was interesting what I was reading, but basically it has to do with dehydration. Your body's kind of like, oh, I can't handle this water. But if that does happen to you and you drink water and you feel kind of nauseous, try to get water that's alkaline or iodinized or well, basically water that's not acidic. It's just like they've done something to the water so it's alkaline. And that, I guess I heard, is supposed to help you get water down better. Doesn't hurt your stomach as much. So other things that I've noticed, because my mom's just been complaining lately, just always feeling sick, and she goes to the doctor's like, she goes to a horrible doctor, but some of the things she's complained about, I know she craves sweets. She suffers from heartburn. She gets dizzy. She feels lightheaded sometimes. Her hands and feet get cold. She gets headaches. She has achy joints. I've been getting achy joints lately. I'm going shopping and I just start feeling. Oh yeah, so I keep track of, like, I know this is gross, bowel movements. I keep track of everything because I just, I keep track of everything. So I went back in time to when I started feeling kind of like lately, and I had gotten sick. and I wasn't eating that much, and then I had gotten diarrhea. I don't know, I just got like some kind of stomach bug. And since then, I've been kind of feeling kind of icky, and then I'm like, oh my god, I was dehydrated. Like I was just looking at like what I had written down, and I'm like, oh my god, that's dehydration right there. I didn't, like I didn't take care of myself after I got sick, and now I just feel like I've been kind of. And even I wrote down that I was having like joint pain, and that's another symptom of dehydration. So headaches, achy joints, dry eyes, your memory starts going to shit. Like I'm constantly walking into a room and I don't know why I'm there. This happens to like 4 times a day for me. Like I'm just like, I'm gonna go do this. And then I'm just standing in the kitchen and I'm like, why am I here? And then I actually have to go back to where I started just like to remind me why I'm going that way. Getting chills, being cold, irritable, and this next one has been driving me nuts. A swollen tongue. If you're starting to get like grooves around your tongue, your tongue is getting a little bit bigger and it's like pushing against your teeth. And I feel like my teeth have been hurting because I think at night I'm pushing my tongue against my teeth. So a swollen tongue, that's another symptom. I remember my grandmother having that. I don't know if she still does. Bad breath. I don't know if I really have bad breath. I know my mom does. Dry, sticky mouth. If you go out into the sun and the heat, you get overheated really easily. That's always me. And then, okay, so this is more stuff. Oh, don't drink any fucking coffee or caffeine because I started, and then also that's another thing. So I started drinking a lot of caffeine, a lot of coffee, and I know that coffee can dehydrate you, but basically what happens is like all the caffeine is toxins to your body, and your body needs extra water to flush that crap out. So then you're like wasting water trying to get these toxins out of your body, and your body's like, I needed that water to like survive, and now I have to use it to like get this crap out of the system, So that's bad. Don't drink any goddamn caffeine. I started to do that because my husband does it, and so I started to get into it just because it's, I like coffee, but I always feel like shit sometimes when I drink it. So there you go. Being dehydrated can cause your histamines to elevate, so it can kind of like make allergy and asthma symptoms worse. So if you feel like you're getting like more allergies after the surgery, you're not drinking enough water. Chronic dehydration is also related to sleep apnea. So if you're thinking like, why am I, like after surgery, I'm supposed to be feeling better when I sleep. Because like lately I go to sleep, I wake up for an hour, and then I have to take another nap. I just feel constantly tired. I just feel like not refreshed when I go to bed and when I wake up in the morning. And my mother, she has sleep apnea really bad. And then also, like, dehydration can fuck up your kidneys, and you can get kidney stones, and you're just basically not releasing, this water needs to flush out all this bad stuff in your body, and you're just sitting with it, So yeah, caffeine, alcohol, sugar, artificial sweeteners, and any other chemicals just dehydrate you because your body is, like, trying to get rid of them constantly and using water for that instead of like replenishing your cells, because your cells are like turning into little raisins because they're like, well, I guess I gotta use that for that, and I can't, let's see here. And then also my mom has like issues with her kidneys now, like, and I'm reading about like when you start to get crystals and stones in your kidneys just because you're not drinking enough water. You can get puffy eyes and these deep wrinkles around your eyes, and then overlap your lid starts to overlap your eye, and my mom has that too. Swelling in feet and legs, chronic lower back pain, fear, constant fear and anxiety. That's my mom right there. So I think her dehydration over years and years and years and years has kind of like really affected like other systems in her body, like her kidneys, and she's developed a lot of allergies. Like she was never allergic to she's allergic to soy and legumes and that family of like beans, and she gets really allergic to that now, and she never was before. And I really think that dehydration causes so many things and people don't really realize it, you know. I just wish that I could just be like, just to think of water as medication and drink more of it. But it's just when I drink water, I just feel like, oh. But that's because I'm already dehydrated, and that's why your stomach is kind of like not wanting to drink it, you know? But yeah, once I really really researched last night to see like really like in detail what dehydration can do to you, it really kind of opened my eyes. Very interesting. Drink your water, I guess, right? All right, bye guys.